Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is JGOD. In today's video, we're going to be doing a subscriber gameplay breakdown. And this is something a lot of people seem to really enjoy. So when it came to this specific video, I was asking you guys in the community tab, it said new gameplay breakdowns for the next couple uploads, one of a top player and another one of a subscriber gameplay. Which would you want first? So we're going to be looking at a subscriber gameplay breakdown between that 1 to 2 KD and that 100 to 200 score per minute, which is a hair above average or just right around average. And then if you're interested in having that 3+ KD player broken down, this should be on the channel on the following day. So if you're brand new to the channel and you want to go ahead and check out that type of content, make sure you are subscribed with notifications on so you get an alert when that video pops out. So you can see that compare and contrast between a quote unquote average player and a well above average player. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that. And if you're interested in finding out how you can have your gameplay broken down, just go ahead and skip over to the timestamp in the video, which I have on the screen right now. And that'll pretty much give you all the details you need if you're interested in actually having your gameplay broken down. So we're going to be looking at a hardpoint gameplay on Arklov Peak. They start into the match a couple seconds late, as we'll see right here. And then I'll continue to do the breakdown of different things that they did. Personally, it looks like they're not actually accustomed to playing hardpoint for a couple different reasons. They don't ever rotate early. They're not really locking down any power position on the map. And that's pretty much what you need to do within hardpoint. So they do a good thing here. You can see that they're kind of pushing up to the objective already. And they're kind of posted up. This isn't really the ideal mounting spot. What I would have really liked to seen them do is push up and kind of go ahead and help out their teammate on the outside by the trench, because it looks like you got 3 teammates moving up on the left side. They went ahead and checked the overhead view of the map to see what was going on. And that's a pretty cool tactic that a lot of people don't actually take advantage of. You do have a little bit of time in this game, so you always got to be able to take advantage of that. Right here, they're just kind of posted up. They end up in a bad spot reloading, and they end up getting taken out. And that might be where it would be ideal to actually have extended mags equipped. Instead of a 30-round mag, they should have like a 60. They're coming out of spawn, and that person is in the power position, and it looks like the spawns have flipped. Now they're pushing up. They know someone's in there. They kind of got to creep up because you can hear footsteps. Should be pre-aiming. Take the guy out. Luckily, they were able to snap on. They're using the M4. They're able to melt that particular player. Now they're going to sit on the objective for quite a while. They're going to get some streaks, but they're very immobile. Normally, what you should be doing is kind of peeking here, peeking there, peeking here, peeking there. But you can see they kind of post up, and they don't really get a lot of movement going on. And that's going to contribute to a very low score per minute because you're not active and seeking where the enemies actually are. So right here, they're playing very passive, which is okay. They're pretty much the only one on the hill from their team. That guy's a little bit further outside, so they are locking down the hard point. Looks like a couple teammates are spawning in, so that area is still clear. They're going to go ahead and peek this outside. Ends up getting an easy kill there. Headshot multiplier, insta-melts that guy. But what you can see is there's another guy that was sneaking around, and he's going to eventually kill him. And we'll see that over here. So when we watch this, you can see that right here in the middle of the screen, there's a little guy creeping around. He's kind of blurry, but he is right there. You can see him right there where my little arrow is, right at the middle of the screen. So as he comes out, you can see that he's right there. He ends up seeing this guy, takes him out. The other guy gets lucky enough to jump into his way, and then he ends up taking that guy out as well. So what I personally would do is try and seek out that guy, because that guy is going to cause issues. Looks like the hardpoint already rotated. He didn't rotate early. He's still on the hill. Normally when you play hardpoint enough, this isn't the first time you're playing this map, not playing hardpoint. So you got to know where the rotations are and have a good idea. Okay, I got to rotate a little bit earlier. Let me try and get those spawns, and let me position myself at some kind of choke point where the enemies have to pass through, where I could pick off a 2, 3, 4 easy kills, because in this gameplay, they never get their care package. So right here, it looks like that guy killed his teammate. You can see that on the minimap right here. So if we're paying attention to the top left, you can see that little blue triangle right at the top of the minimap.
We have a personal radar.
Boom, guy just died. So the enemy is somewhere over here in this back area. You see the teammates pushing up.
Ready for escort.
It's pre-aiming it. You got 2 teammates back there. The guy probably slipped through the house as they went to the outside. He's like, where the heck is this guy? He hasn't appeared yet. So he's doing an okay thing, but he should have like sought that guy out so the guy doesn't come around, pull off a flank, because now he's behind him and he ends up getting easy kill. That guy took the slow approach. That guy's not playing the objective at all. His teammates are down, like his whole team's down by 50 points, and he's not in the right position. But Neither was he. He's way far from the objective. Wasn't at a choke point, didn't rotate early, didn't do any of the things that you normally do when you're playing hardpoint. Personally, I'm not a fan of this EMP drone. I think it's kind of a waste. He would have been better off using some ammo, and there's a couple different things he could have done. He could have probably equipped extended mags, because later on we're going to see he gets into an issue with the ammo, and then he actually runs out of ammo, where he could have actually had that ammunition supply, which would have restocked him. He would have got an extra nade, he would have got a smoke, and then he would have got that ammo, probably like 3 magazines worth, so he would have been up to an extra 90 rounds or so. So right here, he's going to end up looking back this way, and there's literally no reason to. You can see where his teammates are located. It's way more likely that the enemies are behind him than actually in front of him on that side. He's creeping up, trying to sneak out, but he knows he's in a good spot. There's contested. You got to jump it, chase after some kills. Playing super passively, and it's not leading to a high streak. Normally, if you're going to play passive, play smart, rack up your kills, and then get those kill streaks. Right now, playing pretty passive, has been on the objective, but is always rotating late. Able to take that guy out, and now he's only has 23 bullets. He's going to end up in a tricky scenario here. Ends up taking that guy out. Luckily, he's good to go. He got 3 kills, and that's all those magazines lasted him. So it's not a good system for him right here. He needs to either run scavenger, make sure he's picking up an extra weapon, or run that ammunition that I talked about earlier. So right now he's trying to land that shot. Not the ideal shot. Again, rotating late. Enemies are already on the other side of the map. He's rotating way too late. It's already 20 seconds into the hill. He could have already started that transition. Instead of even coming to this side, he could have rotated early, cut that choke point, and got a couple kills where he's able to get some easily uncontested kills, because that's what you're looking to get when you get into these gunfights. You want to outposition the opponent so you can actually get into those gunfights, win them without them even ever firing a shot, knowing where you're at and stuff like that. So right here he throws a nade, but there's no real reason to throw a nade. The teammate's just running out. He just threw the nade out of habit, I guess. But he's working his way around. I would have personally gone and liked to seen a flank here. So personally, what I would have done in this scenario is, you can see the teammates are all over here, and the enemies are obviously on the hard point, so you got to be aware of that. I would have came out on this right side, because a lot of the enemies are going to be focused on your team, and if you're able to come around that right side, especially if you're using the pistol, you're going to be able to at least get 1, maybe 2 easy kills that'll allow you to get those next set of streaks. So he ends up pushing forward instead, throws some smoke, and there's not really any indication that there's enemies in here. He kind of peeks out, jumps out, he has his little EMP drone, and now he's pre-aiming where the person's going to be. What you can do too is, another reason why I would have gone that right side is because when you actually go the right side, you can actually jump up to this box right here that's right on the edge of the window, and then you jump up on the next part, and then you jump across, and then pretty much you could peek into that spawn, and that's where you're going to be able to see all the enemies. So you should be able to get an easy kill, because that's what it's really all about when you're having a gun that is probably not playing to your strengths. So he jumps out, hardpoint's already moved, and he didn't rotate. He's not paying attention to the rotations at all. And that goes again back to what I was saying earlier. It's like he's just playing, but he's not playing for kills, and he's not playing the objective. So it's like, well, what are you doing? Unless he just doesn't know that he should be rotating early. Maybe he doesn't play this enough. I don't know. But you should definitely be rotating early. So right here, he gets kind of cover. He's dodging that VTOL. He ends up using that little EMP drone, and it does nothing to the VTOL. So you can see right here, he waits till it comes in. He positions it, and he literally gets nothing out of this. So he creeps up. His teammate's right here. There's a lot of action right here. You can see the teammate just died behind him. The VTOL is doing some work on that top corner. He's kind of got to get out of this situation. I would have rotated to that left side, try and get to the trench, so you can actually cut off this left path so your teammates can push up. So, I mean, there's a lot of variables that can happen here. You can kind of do, hey, if you do this, you do the other thing. And it's kind of one of those 50-50 things where it's like, well, you got a lot of options. You just got to choose what makes the most sense in the moment. And kind of posting up in that area might not have been most ideal. He could have already rotated back to this area, cut off this particular lane, pushed up, so his teammates can jump on the objective. And then he's cutting off all these kills coming in. He's going to be able to cut them off, take them out, and then streak up. Nice easy kill there. Still kind of positioned. Him taking that guy out. Misses a ton of shots. Gets naded right here. shoots these guys again. Nice clean nade, gets shot in the back. So the guy ends up killing him in the back. I didn't see where the guy came from. He gets a nice little clean nade there, kind of stopping those people from moving forward. Then as they come through, he's going to be able to get the kills. He misses a few shots as the guy jumps through the smoke. And then for whatever reason, if you're watching the minimap, I don't know where that guy comes from. Looks like he just flanked around, killed his teammate, and now he's literally behind him. So somehow he got killed back here. That's something you got to kind of just pay attention to the minimap. Hey, my teammate disappeared. There's something going on behind me, because it didn't look like the guy left the match. There's a clean nade. Pushes up. You can see the teammates are all already forward. 11 seconds on the hill. This is a good opportunity to rotate to the next. Only 12 seconds on the hill. If you got the entire hill, you might have been able to finish out the match, but now you got to rotate to next. And this is what we're seeing a lot of. He's never rotating to next. None of his teammates rotated to next. You kind of got to be a little bit stealthy, move your way across, and then get to those objectives. It looks like they took out the guy. There's no one on there. He throws a smoke. He's able to close the distance. Now he's just trying to clutch up the win. Gets in there, and then that's the 5 points. So pretty straightforward little win. So right here you can see his stat line. He ended up going 10 and 10 with a 1.5 minute hill time. 3 defends. Not really much action. You can see that pretty much everyone barely had double digits. These two guys were definitely going for kills. That's why they all got 20 apiece, and they weren't really playing the hill all that much. This guy died a bunch. These guys are playing a little bit slower. So, I mean, I think I covered a good amount of what they could have done differently. They could have probably modified the class setup, get that extra ammunition, rotate early if you're going to play hardpoint, lock down a power position so you can get some kills, and then that'll lead to some of your kill streaks. And that's pretty much what I'd like to see. Is there's a little bit more movement. You kind of check there, check there, check there. And this one was just like, okay, I'm going to pre-aim this, and I'm going to get shot in the back. Teammate died behind me. I may have noticed, maybe I didn't, but you got to go ahead and kind of look around, move around a little bit so you could be in the rhythm of, hey, boom. So I see someone, let me go ahead and shoot. And a lot of times if you're just like this, the guy could jump out, he can laser you, and you're going to end up dying. So that's it for that part of the video. If you are interested in having your gameplay broken down, I'm going to go ahead and break that down for you right now. So if you're looking to have your gameplay broken down, this is pretty much all you need to do. Go ahead and follow me over on Twitter. The link to my Twitter is down in the description, and it'll be linked in the comment section. You're going to have to look for this specific tweet, which will be linked in the comment section. You'll click on it, and it's going to say something to the effect that you see here. Here's where you can post your videos for a subscriber review for Modern Warfare. I don't care if you're good or bad, just an average gameplay that reflects your average match for you. No commentary or reverse boosting, which is basically cheating to get into easier lobbies where you're actually going against really low skilled players that are well below your skill level, and it's going to make you look like a good player, which that's not the whole point of this. This is actually so you can actually get better at the game. Because at the end of the day, regardless of how high your KD is, your score per minute, you're really going to know how good you are by the decisions you make in game, and you're going to see that carry over to the other types of game modes. The video won't be for at least a week, so I usually do these once a week. You guys voted on that as well. You guys only want to see about one of these subscriber gameplays per week, and then pretty much thank you for the support. And you can see multiple people post the different gameplays, and then I kind of go through them, look at what's there. Some people try to self-promote or whatever. I kind of filter through all that, and I pick one that I think will be ideal and that'll actually offer a ton of learning for the average player and below average player. And then there's even some little tips sprinkled in there for a little bit above average players. So that's going to be it for the video. If you did enjoy it in any way, please do me a favor, hitting the like button. If you're brand new or just haven't yet subscribed, definitely consider subscribing with notifications on. We'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.